apparently Paramount thinks that it's a good idea to produce more of a show that people actually want to watch rather than a late show that has been losing viewership and money, well, since almost 2016, especially since the Corona COVID banana era of 2020. So does that mean that maybe some of the entertainment companies are starting to get rid of the ideology in favor of making profit? I wouldn't go that far, but maybe it's a start. Maybe, just maybe, it's a good start. But before we jump into that, do me the giant favor of hitting those like and subscribe buttons on the YouTube, the comments, and all of that funness. Also, of course, the follow buttons on Twitch and Kick, and, well, let's up those numbers! As always, let's up those numbers a little bit. All right, give me a second here. Let's dig into... I, of course, didn't have my screen set up. Boom. Let's dig in here. All right, Paramount picks South Park over Colbert. Trey Parker and Matt Stone get big comedy bucks. The Late Show is done. Well, The Late Show, we already know, is done. We've already covered that. And people didn't like that I covered that. They were upset. They were so upset. They told me I've never watched Colbert. No, I've watched plenty of shows, and I used to think he was kind of funny. But apparently, because I haven't watched him in like a year, that means I've never watched Colbert. Not once ever, okay? Fucking hell, man. And some of the fucking comments, holy hell. Paramount Global resolved a tense standoff with South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone, signing a 5-year, $1.5 billion deal for exclusive global streaming rights and 10 new episodes annually on Paramount Plus. So, 5 years, 10 new episodes a year, which, I mean, they used to do a lot more. But I mean, okay, you know, but for 1.5 billion, I'm not going to complain. Right? I mean, why would you? The contract was finalized just in time for the delayed season 27, following public threats of legal action from Parker and Stone. This marks blah 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 blah. Okay, where does it get in here? See, they're gonna do a bit much here. Here we go. Support for Colbert poured in from across the late-night landscape. Jon Stewart lambasted Paramount on The Daily Show, you know, for picking money over ideology, accusing the company of cowardice and urging them to go fuck themselves. Jimmy Fallon and other hosts voiced solidarity, blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. Sonny Houston of The View went the farthest, perhaps, declaring that Stephen Colbert was losing his show, which has reportedly lost $40 million per year for 4 years, so $160 million, okay. Was a danger to the Constitution of the United States. What? How is him losing his show a danger to the Constitution? This isn't somebody saying, hey, you can never speak your mind against the government ever again in a public forum. No, this is them just saying, you just can't do it on our public forum. But what does this dipshit have to say?
But my concern is if it is political, then everyone should be concerned. People on the right should be concerned. People on the left should be concerned. Because it's very clear that if it is political, this is the dismantling of our democracy. This is the dismantling of our Constitution, right? And so the First Amendment is the First Amendment for a reason, and that is freedom of the press, freedom of speech, freedom to speak truth to power. If that is taken away, if the comedians are being attacked, then that means our Constitution is being dismantled. That's right. That means the very rubric of our democracy is being dismantled.
As usual, Sonny Houston, whatever her fucking name is a fucking moron. Let's see here. So, Paramount's aggressive investment. Yeah, okay. They're, of course, gonna blame the buyout or the potential buyout from Skydance and all that. So, the timing is notable. Paramount's aggressive investment in South Park comes as Skydance prepares for an $8 billion acquisition pending the FCC and regulatory appeal. So basically, and people have already said, well, that's the only reason he got taken off. That's the only reason that Colbert got taken off, because they wanted to make it look good to Trump. So Trump will tell the FCC to go ahead and do it. Trump doesn't tell the FCC to do shit. That's entirely separate. He's got nothing to do with that shit. But anyway, moving the fuck on. Oh, yeah, not a lot. Okay, so basically, yeah. Short and sweet. The people that are making decisions right now at Paramount would rather make money in the long run and hopefully bring in a few more subscribers to the streaming service. And I think they overpaid by paying $1.5 billion. I really do. Because I don't think that they're going to bring in the money that they think the show will. I think it's a last-in desperate attempt to make ends meet. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see, I guess. Just some of the things I have to say here. Imagine that a show that's wildly popular and profitable gets picked back up while the one that's lost 200 million, well, 160 million. We're gonna be correct on there. Over the past 4 years, due to declining viewership and ad revenue is canceled. It's like Paramount is putting necessities ahead of ideology. Well, yes. So while I'm amazed there's still a little common sense in Hollywood, I wouldn't say there was common sense in Hollywood. I would say probably a little bit of greed, because if you ain't got no money, you don't have your big Beverly Hills house and your big Hollywood Boulevard Avenue shit, now do you? Even though at the moment California has turned into a flaming shithole. But that's a discussion for another day. So anyway, we're going to end that here. And do me the giant favor, and of course, let's up those numbers! Hit those like and subscribe buttons on the YouTube and leave a comment below and let me know if you think I'm just a crazy foo-foo asshole. I don't care. Whichever works for you. But also do me the favor of hitting the follow buttons on the Twitch and the YouTube. And I will see you boys and girls later on. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.